That's what we need to do.
Yeah,
Just
like
keep
my
the rest of the show.
Yeah.
dinners.
I like it.
Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back. Here we are. The bowl season is over. Almost. We got one game left. Alabama, Clemson, number 4, the 4th time they're playing.
I'm sure everybody's excited about that matchup.
Yeah.
Well-
Yeah, that's what we'll call.
Matchup.
That's what we'll call.
Do you
Actually,
think, guys, they
It's
have
not
a
like
chance?
we didn't see it coming. So.
They're going to have some big issues if they don't change this playoff thing. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Because we were talking before the show, ticket prices. Last time these two teams played, $1,700 a ticket average. This year, tickets just plummeted. Yesterday on StubHub to $150 a ticket.
They can't give the tickets away.
That's right.
Fair.
So-
They have to
National
wait.
time? I mean, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that Clemson has? I mean, I'm still going with the chance. I mean, I can't help it because I just don't like Alabama that much. So
I
I'm
think-
still.
I think
hoping.
Clemson has a
Fumble.
a
you
really
know,
good shot at it. I do. I mean, I think Clemson has a good shot at it.
Well, no, I mean, Alabama is great. We can't argue with that. But I think Clemson, you know, hey, they beat up on their team pretty good too. So I mean, that was like a blowout.
They definitely told Notre Dame what was up.
Notre Dame looked bad actually, and they're really not a bad team.
No, I mean,
That's right, yeah.
They made them look bad.
You know, undefeated.
Oklahoma covered. That's really
Yes.
all I wanted.
One of my dogs.
They did cover. I was glad. Yes.
That's all I wanted.
There you go. They covered and
Notre
It
Dame
didn't
is
look
trash.
like they were going to at the first half.
Our dog of the, my
No.
dog of the week, the Browns covered.
Yeah.
They didn't help us get the
Uh-oh.
playoffs. Pittsburgh's out.
Let's
You
not
know,
talk
I'm the
about it.
only one happy right now at this table because Pittsburgh fan, Cowboy fan, Pittsburgh, and I said I'm not rubbing it in, and I'm not going to.
Sounds
but
like-
I am happy.
It
It kind of
now.
sounds like she's
It
rubbing it in.
sounds like
I'm
you're
just
rubbing it
saying
in.
they're sad and I'm not, but now I may be sad next week.
It's a sad day to be a Steelers fan when you have to depend on the Browns
Yes.
Get you in
to
the
get you in
playoffs.
the playoffs.
Yes.
Well, see, here's the thing. That tie that we had with the Browns was a big factor. in
Well, you go
Yeah,
go
the
to
one
Oakland and
game,
choke.
that's right.
Go to Denver.
You go to Denver and choke. You choke against the Chargers. There were plenty of opportunities for Pittsburgh to
True.
get in. Just
Yeah.
couldn't finish the ball game.
But you know, I remember what you all said. A tie is not a win.
That's
Hey,
right.
man, that really did come back.
It hurt.
to
It hurt.
say.
Yeah, because we won
Week
that game.
one.
If we'd have won the game, nothing else matters.
Nope.
We were in the playoffs. We would have won the division. So, but I'm gonna tell you this.
We went from being in the driver's seat to the back seat.
And who would have thought Tennessee would even be in the
Usually that's pretty good
Right.
to go from
Yeah.
driver's seat to back seat, but not in football.
No.
But
In other
In other words,
yeah. But
how
not
about and how about
in
Cleveland?
football and in a police car. Those are the only two spots that you
yeah,
should not.
yeah.
Right.
That's,
Hey, you know,
that's
Cleveland
never
is
good.
not a bad team at all.
Cleveland?
No, I mean, Baker looks good.
But here's the thing: they're gonna go in and they're gonna ruin it.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna go get a new coach.
Mhm.
They're gonna go a whole new scheme, and they're
Yeah,
gonna
they've already
ruin it.
fired this guy.
The guy is gone.
Black Monday.
Yeah.
Black Monday was terrible for a lot of people,
Yeah.
for a lot of coaches, yeah.
But
I
hey,
didn't see some
remember,
of it coming.
me and him were talking a couple weeks ago. So, and I kind of told him what was about to happen. So Cincinnati hires Hugh Jackson as
Yep.
their assistant head coach. And I told Brett, I said, they're going to fire Marvin Lewis and they're going to make him the head coach. One of the two things have already happened. They fired Marvin Lewis.
Yeah.
Well, he
You look and
asked for
see.
him to come in, right? Didn't Lewis say he
Yes,
wanted
but here's
you
what's
guys
going to
to-
happen. The staff in Cincinnati was on the staff at Oakland. When Oakland, and Oakland had, what's his name?
They've had
the
so many
Cleveland coach.
coaches.
Yeah. Okay.
He was on the
Yeah.
staff.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
now,
Gotcha.
the Cincinnati Bengals have that staff, so they're going to,
Hugh Jackson.
So they got rid of Marvin Lewis. They're going to keep Hugh Jackson, make him the head coach.
Well, you know, they were throwing that around a little bit. I was hearing different people talk, but they said something about, what was the record of Hugh Jackson? It was like only like, not 3 and 30?
3 and 36.
Okay, I was like, really? So I don't know that I would hire that guy.
Well, they have, the staff was in Oakland, and Hugh Jackson was in Oakland with them. They're now in Cincinnati. They have this very strong relationship, and they really feel like he is the answer.
May
in
fit in the
Cincinnati.
scheme
Marvin Lewis was like that guy that everybody has at their company. They're like, how is this guy still here?
Yeah.
How does this guy still have a job? But you mentioned Black Monday and all the coaches losing their jobs. I feel sorry for all the millionaire coaches
They're without a job.
that are without a job for maybe
What
a few
are they?
weeks.
What are they going to do?
I don't know. Like, I mean, will their kids still go to
You
private
know,
school?
I thought the same thing. I felt
Or
sorry
will
for
they
him
have
a
to put
little
them in
bit.
public
and-
school for a week or two?
I know.
How will they be able
My dad's an
to
NFL coach. I'll just quit school.
How will they be able to afford to put gas in their Mercedes?
I don't know.
I'll
It's
worry
sad.
about it, man. I'll worry about it.
The one I don't like, I think most of them probably deserved if they had an opportunity. Arizona's coach is Wilkes. I think
Yeah.
he got fired. Bad beat for this guy.
Yeah.
1 year, you
And they can't.
draft, you go in the draft, you got a bunch of rookies playing for you, and they fire him.
I disagree with that one too, and I'll tell you who's on the hot seat too, though, in Denver, John Elway. You know, he's on the hot seat more than anybody, I think. Do you guys think that?
Well, I
Is he?
would if he had.
Yeah, I
if he
really
didn't
think
buy,
he should be. In
but
my
he
opinion.
owns so much. He owns so much of the franchise.
Yeah.
Well,
that-
that may be true, but I'd say
I think
the
that-
fans are getting
They're
a
getting
little
a little
tired, you know, in the mile
Well,
city.
I think what you gotta look at,
Name's
John
Joseph.
Elway. I think John Elway will always be the general manager of the Broncos, just because of what he done when he played there, and
People tend to forget when you start losing.
and
Right. And that, if a couple more years, they might.
and I think the thing of it was,
Good thing Colorado has weed. Everybody just get high and
Exactly.
forget about it.
That's right.
But
it's legal there.
they gave.
Legal
Yes.
there.
I think what the issue of it is, they gave Case Keenum way too much money.
Bad
I
money.
agree.
Case
I agree.
Keenum is not that good. In my opinion, he's not that good of a quarterback.
I don't think so either.
So now you're stuck with him. There's no way of getting rid of him.
You know, he did have Peyton come there, I guess, and win I guess they won the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's one good thing, I guess, John Elway did.
Well, yeah, and I see what he was thinking. You get a veteran quarterback like we did Peyton. Get that veteran guy come in here. We'll surround him with talent, but they didn't surround him with talent. You know, if anything, Case Keenum was better off being in Minnesota than in the Vikings. But obviously, the Vikings wanted Kirk Cousins, and they paid him way
A
too
lot
much
of
money.
openings. Oh, man, speaking of that, what about West Virginia fans?
Hey,
Good.
Hogerson is gone.
Good.
Go on, dude.
No,
This
I'm
is
not,
all
I'm not
right.
glad for Holgerson. I'm glad for West Virginia fans. They can't handle anything nice.
No, and
They
let
don't
me tell you
deserve
this.
anything nice.
When have you? This
They
is only
burn
like
nice
the
couches.
We're sorry.
second or third time
I'm not.
that this has happened. That a coach has went from a Power 5. Once you're in that club, you're in that club.
Yeah.
This guy left a Power 5 conference and goes to the AAC.
But did you hear
Yeah.
The
something
coach
like
at Houston.
the 13 million or something?
20.
20 million.
Yeah,
Wow.
4 year, 20 million.
West Virginia didn't want to pay him.
Well, there you
I
go.
think there was a lot of from some sources that I have.
Oh,
He was not very liked by the boosters.
Well,
And
he
at the
didn't
college
show up
level,
anything.
at the college level, those are the first people you've got to please.
You got to keep them happy.
So
But you know why?
that's the reason they didn't want to pay him. And I think Holgerson knew that his team wasn't going to be very good next year.
He
Yeah,
may be
yeah.
He
getting
probably-
out while the
Plus,
game's
he's got a
still-
lot better recruiting base
Coming out of
out of
Houston.
Houston.
And he was the OC in Houston.
Yes.
Oh,
Quite
yeah,
some
that's
time
right.
ago. So
That's
So he's probably still got a place there.
he coached at Texas Tech, coached at Houston. I think now, when you start seeing Texas Tech is on the move up, Houston has been just getting player after player after player. The kid broke his leg. He's back next year
Yep.
under a red shirt, so you know you got your quarterback back. This kid was just on fire,
Yeah.
throwing touchdowns, running touchdowns. So you're right, recruiting hotbed. It's just like Florida. So I don't blame him for taking the
No,
job.
I mean, I
However,
don't blame him.
when you leave a Power 5 like West Virginia, the Big 12, and you go to Houston, it's
That's gonna.
You know, adjusting Morgantown.
Tuberville's the
Houston.
last one I remember doing that when he went to
Well, yeah.
Cincinnati.
Yeah, but I also think West Virginia is too far removed from the Big 12 to cash in on that recruiting base.
Right.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma.
Yes.
Wow, I know about
Those schools.
You're not
pick
going
up
to get
on-
those players.
No.
They're going to go to Texas.
I mean, there's some
They're gonna
kids
go to
in
Oklahoma.
Texas that probably don't even realize that West Virginia's in the Big 12.
They'll
Right.
say, "Where's Morgantown?" I'm just kidding.
It
Well, I know where
surprised-
Morgantown is, and I wish I didn't know.
It surprised me originally when they first went in because of being there on the East Coast and all those teams sitting in the Midwestern states. When you got recruiting out of the Eastern Panhandle,
Yeah.
Virginia, Maryland,
Yeah.
Baltimore area, and you're dragging some out of South Carolina, Georgia, but really that stays in the SEC.
Yeah.
So they're not bringing those same players
Yeah.
that you're getting out of Texas and Oklahoma.
But I have to say, he did such a good job at West Virginia. You have to say, I mean, he really
Yeah.
made them.
He's one of the
a-
winningest coaches in that
he made them
program's
a
history.
name, as
Yeah.
far as like, it's kind of like Beamer with Virginia Tech back then.
You know what? So do you know what name has been
Uh-oh.
talked about?
Jim Bob Cooter.
I didn't know that one, so that's
Yeah.
good. That'd
Yes.
be nice to see him come.
Anybody named Cooter should be the head coach of West Virginia.
I absolutely agree.
I think the entire Cooter family
his
should be
last
on.
name?
Yes.
They should be on the staff.
He was
Absolutely.
the offensive coordinator at Detroit this year.
He was also the head coach of Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
No, that's right, Detroit.
He was
I was
all-
in Tampa Bay. I was in Tampa Bay.
He was the
Maybe
offensive
it
coordinator at Detroit this year.
Detroit.
Cutter.
Okay.
Cutter, Cooter, same
Yeah.
thing. Cutter. He
So
got
is
fired
that
in
the
Tampa.
only- Who did you hear? Who did you hear?
Hey,
I
don't
heard-
ever get a Cooter and a Cutter confused.
I'm sorry.
Those are fighting words right there.
Okay.
Might be in for a bad time.
I didn't say
I
that.
heard Richard.
I've heard that too.
I did too yesterday.
Well, see,
the owner
Rich
of the
Rod-
station was talking
Rich-
about Rodriguez.
Rich
And I know
Rod-
they.
Maybe the
had
girl from the last scandal's left town.
a lot
There you
of
go.
bad blood, ducked out in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
goes to Michigan.
But
But now
how
you
they
look back and go,
forgive
well,
him?
they're going to forgive
Do
him.
you think they will?
I think
Because like he just
we're
like
very-
left him and went to Michigan.
You know what will forgive him? If Rich Rod comes in there and they win
If he
11 ball
wins,
games,
they win.
They win.
he's the greatest person in the
What
world.
does that
Yes.
say about that? Winning means everything.
It does in college.
Yes, it does.
Unfortunately.
In the world of everything, pretty much. Right?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Which I'm pretty sure
It's
Rich
the
Rod.
cure-all.
Forget your character, forget everything. It's all if you win,
Rich Rod.
Jameis
has
Winston
a,
apologized.
Yeah. Rich Rod.
I think you get Rich Rod as head coach. You get Jim Bob Cooter as the offensive coordinator. You have a
Absolutely.
Rich Cooter combination.
Right. Exactly.
Wow.
Scored
That is so
scored
funny.
points.
It's his name, right?
Which could
There you go.
Rich Cooter.
What a combination.
Think about it. Billboards all through West Virginia say Rich Cooter.
I can see
So
that
a lot
happening.
of
Okay, I got it. Now there's a billboard with a couch,
Oh,
There you
gasoline,
go.
and Rich
with
Cooter.
the gas
Yeah.
tank over the top.
oh Lord.
Oh.
But yeah, a lot of coaching changes. Cincinnati got rid of their coach. Arizona,
Jets.
the Jets, which I heard that McCarthy is interviewing for the Jets job.
Yes, I heard that too.
They're going to go.
Yeah.
They're going to go draft
Hey,
3
listen,
running
I
backs,
like
and they're going to
McCarthy.
hand it off on all 3
You don't
downs and
like
punt.
McCarthy?
No, I don't.
Really, I do.
Listen, if you can't make it in Green Bay,
You can't make
you're not going to make it in New York.
No.
You can't make
You-
it. in the Jets.
that is a pressure cooker
Yes.
that will explode in about 30 days.
You know what's so crazy though? A lot of people tend to forget, and I forget sometimes. The Jets were in the AFC title game in the last decade.
Yes.
Who was the quarterback? I have that question because I can't remember
Sanchez.
that. part.
Sanchez.
Sanchez
Was
was
Yeah.
it
on there.
But Mr.
Sanchez?
Buck fumbled
Mr.
himself.
Pretty Boy was the.
Yes,
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
they had a very
Sanchez.
good defense.
They
So,
had
Yes.
so it was the defense, not the
Yeah,
offense.
well,
okay.
it was, I mean,
The offense
but
wasn't bad.
But
they
you
were
had
the
Rex-
NCC or AFC championship game
And you
in
had
the
Rex
past few
Ryan.
years.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes.
I do remember. That's when Sanchez was running all the time, and they were trying to teach him how to fall right
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah, I forgot about
See,
that.
and also there for a while, because Pittsburgh and the Jets played each other a lot in the playoffs, and I'm pretty sure the Jets actually maybe beat us once or twice. And it got to get to the point where we were actually kind of nervous when we played the Jets because
Yes.
you never knew.
Yes.
And New England had somebody
We always-
that had some competition, right?
Pittsburgh struggles
Yes.
with those guys. So,
Well, New England does not look good this year, though, I have to say. I do not think they're even going to get past. Now, see, who do they play?
You know
Of
what's
course, they have a
scary?
bye
They have a
week,
bye.
right?
They have a bye
So
week.
then
And
the
we're gonna-
next week, we'll see.
so we're going to make our Super Bowl predictions here too.
Okay,
before
yeah,
we-
that's fine.
So you're right. I think New England is. I don't think they look as good as they
I
do.
actually
No,
think the
but I
Eagles
think that's
have a
where they
better
want us to
chance
think.
than-
And that's
I wouldn't
kind of where
put
I'm
Eagles
at.
right.
That's where I'm at with it. I think New England is a lot better than what they're showing.
You think?
I know.
I think they're just playing ball, Not doing anything crazy. Not doing anything spectacular. They already know they're in the playoffs.
Is that their game plan?
They want to get in there. I mean, this is what I'm thinking. Playoff start.
It's
You're going to
psychology.
see. You're going to see a different New England Patriots. I
You
think.
might be right. It could be some kind of psychology.
Tom Brady
ploy
just
going
texted
on.
and said, "Shut up."
Look, that's the secret man.
I think
I got
you
him.
are.
Okay.
Sorry, Tom.
It sounds to me like he might have New England.
He's
playing
up
Super
early.
Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised Tom's awake.
There you go. Through more connections. So, well, while we're at it, let's just make a pick or two.
I like it. We'll make some picks.
We've talked about coaches.
We've
We
talked
could
about-
talk about that all
We
morning.
can do this all day.
It's fun.
I like talking about
This
this
is fun,
stuff.
though.
It's fun.
Yes, it is.
Hey, as long as
Rich
Bush Jones,
Cooter.
as long as Bush
That's right.
Jones don't get a
Man, and that's another
job.
name that was mentioned, and if they hire him, they're correct.
Bush Jones.
Oh.
He's talking.
West Virginia, I heard that
he's
name come up
mentioned in the WVU head coaching game.
I don't know why he would get a job.
Well, here's the thing.
And I had my
I
picture
would
taken
love
with
that.
Bush.
They absolutely don't
I
need
had my
to hire
picture
him.
taken with
I would love it.
My thing of it is,
Oh, they would plummet.
I mean, Bush done okay at Tennessee except for his last
He
year.
had a lot of fire in him at first.
He can
you know.
recruit. I'll give him that. He is a heck of a recruiter.
Great.
He can recruit.
Look,
But that's about it.
Let me just share this.
No.
But and this is the truth. You gotta agree. You gotta agree with what I'm saying. Tennessee's kind of like Pittsburgh. Now think about this.
Can't
for a
finish
second.
games.
No. They had the most talented team in the SEC for 3 years. And while Butch Jones was there.
And I thought
You
they would
have
beat
to agree with
Alabama.
this.
Yeah.
And
They did.
they were the most talented team in the SEC and never won more
They
than
had a
7
rocket
games.
scientist that was a
I
quarterback.
agree.
And the reason for that
Yes.
had nothing to do with their players. It
It's
was
coaching.
100% coaching. And because when you get into a game and you try not to finish or you try not to win, playing the way Butch Jones and his coaching
He
staff.
would. So being a Tennessee fan, also I watched all these games.
Oh yeah, did too. Used to.
And here's the thing.
I
We
apologize.
would be up by 28 going into the third quarter, and he's like, "All right, take my foot off the gas."
You remember a couple years back with
Do another-
Oklahoma, how they
Well-
were way up on them? Yeah,
Well,
I
Florida
remember
come
that.
back and beat them.
The
Florida
year,
came back
the
that year,
year, Josh Dobbs' senior year,
Yes, I love Dobbs.
we started the season out 5-0.
I remember.
We were
that.
ranked top 10 in the country. And
Butch
then,
Jones said enough of this.
and I mean, we beat
No more.
Georgia.
Enough of this winning.
We
Nope.
beat Georgia. We beat Florida. We beat Virginia Tech. I mean, we beat a bunch of big name schools
And the-
in college football. And then next thing you know, okay, we lost to Texas A&M in double overtime, which is still isn't that bad of a loss.
No, it wasn't.
And then next thing you know, here we are, we're losing to Vanderbilt. Kentucky was terrible.
We lost, yeah.
We lost to Mizzou. It
Didn't
was
we
awful.
lose the
And we
running
lost
back
to South
though? Remember the
Carolina.
running back was a Hurd?
Well, Jalen, don't even get me started.
Okay,
on
okay.
that.
The
But I
Tennessee
remember,
Volunteer
didn't he kinda
Support
like
Group
just
will meet at
quit?
3:30.
I remember that he just kind of quit. Am I right? He kind of like
Oh, yeah.
Right here
quit.
at the coffee
the thing
shop,
of it was-
coffee house
He says,
cafe.
he's going to say, my name is Brett Compton. I'm a Tennessee fan.
We have to air our
I'm done.
grievances. We have to air our grievances.
All right.
Okay.
On
All
with
The
the
right,
show.
Tennessee Volunteer
We're done.
Support Group meets before and after the AA meeting.
Yeah.
The
I'll
12-step
get you there,
program.
Brett.
Well, then
We'll console each
I
other.
might
on
spike
this
my
show.
coffee during that. So.
Oh, mine is already.
Wild card weekend.
Wow.
Gosh.
Wild.
Wow.
It's going to be a wild weekend. So Houston and the Indy.
Oh,
I like this
Interesting.
game.
We might even pick totals on this game. I wrote the totals down.
I've seen that. Is
The
that like
over
over
and
and under? Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So, what do you think?
I like Indy. I like Indy. They have completely turned it around. Andrew Luck is
Andrew
back. I think
Luck, man.
Andrew Luck is back. I'm a firm believer now. I don't think anybody is playing as good as Andy is right now.
I agree.
I'm excited, man. It's been a good year for Indy. I'm excited to see him back in the playoffs. And
Sounds like you're
Go
pulling
Colts.
for him. Okay.
I like Andrew Luck. And I like their head coach. I really do.
Hey,
He
you
seems
know-
like a really good guy.
He does. He really does seem to be a good guy, I have to say. Isn't he Reich?
Mhm.
Reich, yeah. Do you remember, God, I have to bring this up, years ago when he was a player, he was a backup quarterback, came in the game, it was a playoff game with Buffalo. I'm trying to think who they were playing, but anyway, he drove them down the field and came back. They were like 4 scores down and won that playoff game with
Well-
Mike. I remember that. Do y'all
Yes,
remember that?
Buffalo.
You and him are the only people that remember that.
Oh, because I'm the only one old enough to remember that.
He has that drive on a loop.
You
Multiple
know,
TVs in his
I think
house.
But
Yeah.
if you watch the playoff with Buffalo, maybe a little young, you may remember.
I remember it,
I mean,
yes.
honestly, it was one of those games like, oh, it's over, they're done. It's like you go back in the back of the house and do something, you come back and you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
It was that unreal of a game. It was probably one of the biggest comebacks that I can remember in playoff series. And that's how come I remember it.
Cool. Good.
Over under.
Sorry.
Well, are we allowed to do the over under? I mean, is it legal?
Are you scared?
I'm going to. I'm gonna take the over.
Should be exciting.
I don't like this.
I'm gonna take the over.
I agree with Brett.
Oh,
All the way?
Whoa.
up?
Andy in the over.
wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
What's in your coffee, bro?
Well, I like Indy.
I'm not allowed to disclose.
I'm with you guys.
Well, I think Indy, but I picked the under. I don't know.
And I
was
like the
thinking Indy
under.
more.
I think it ends up like a 17-14 game.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a
Man, these
high-scoring game.
defenses, Houston's defense is unreal. I like Indy because, man,
Yeah.
what have they lost? One game out of the last 10?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's the defense that's going to be low scoring. That's
Yeah.
the defense.
I mean,
Yeah.
Indy got hot at the right time.
They did. That's true. I've heard a couple people talk about it, and they were like, "Oh, a back burner there," but they definitely moved up. Oh man, Cowboy game.
This is you.
Can I start
This is
this
right
one?
here. This is you.
Oh gosh, I'm even nervous talking
Have you
about
got to
it.
see any of the Cowboys games this year?
I watch every one of them. Every one of them. The late night games all the way through. Hey, listen, I'm going to pick my Cowboys, of course. It's like a 2.5 deal. They are playing at Dallas, so we don't have to worry about the 12th man in Seattle. But I'm still going to go under because you know what? I really think that Dallas has the best defense. Seattle's got a great defense, but I'm talking about my Cowboys defense. It's going to be lower score than the 44 points to cover.
Well, that kind of changed my attitude on this game a little bit. See, Russell Wilson don't have any weapons right now. You know, he's kind of by himself.
Yeah, he doesn't have the weapons the Cowboys do, I don't think. Now, I could be
And-
wrong, but of course I'm prejudiced.
I mean, I like Ezekiel Elliott, but I mean, Dak is kind of up and down.
But he's leading the NFL and didn't play the last game of the season.
So,
Leading rusher.
shoot me after I say
58.
this. I'm gonna go with Dallas.
Yay!
I'm gonna go with Dallas and the under.
There you go.
Interesting.
So just shoot me now, please.
No, no.
I will never say those words again. It's just because they're
There's
they're
been
playing
plenty of
together.
times I wanted to shoot you, Brett.
I
This
know.
time I don't have a gun.
Hey, he's talking. He's really going with what he thinks,
Oh,
guys.
I
It's not
know.
who he likes.
The
I know. Poor little guy.
what blows my mind is that they picked Seattle to win 3 games this year.
Oh, I know.
That's just
They
really-
started out slow too, just like Cowboys.
Every week they go on the road or play at home. Somebody's gonna beat them, and next thing you know, Seattle wins the game. It's just I can't figure it out. So for candy's sake, I'm gonna say that the Cowboys win
Just for my sake.
by 1 point.
I'll take it any way you can get.
So,
That's good.
I think Russell Wilson, we know how he's played all year.
He's a great
He does
quarterback.
not have weapons. Their defense doesn't have any weapons, but they find a way. And
Find a way to win.
I think it comes down to a field goal. And if, and only if, they hold on to the ball when they snap it on the field goal.
Oh man,
Right.
that's the reason why I don't like Seattle.
They
to this
kick it
day.
and they win by 1 point.
Oh man. that
Because
was
we
cool.
don't want Tony
And
Romo
but
back
we
there.
are-
holding
Romo
the
goes
ball.
out there
Dallas.
and tries to hold the extra point.
Yeah, but
We're
you
out,
know,
it's done.
our defense will get to Russell. Our defense is going to get to Russell.
Yeah, I think they will some. The defense is good, but Russell
Wait
Wilson
till
seems
Van
like
Der Esch
he
gets a
just
hold of him.
finds a way to
Russell
get it down the
knows.
field.
He just.
Yeah, but Van Der Esch, he's pretty darn good.
So Seattle and over. I think both teams score some points.
You think over?
Over.
Really?
I think
Wow.
that Dak and Zeke get the ball up and down the field, but I think you're going to see Seattle move the ball.
Hey guys, what do you think
24,
about Jarwin?
23, somewhere in that ballpark, 21-20.
Yeah, but what about Jarwin? He's just now stepping up this last couple of games. You know, after my man tight end Jason Witten left, I thought, okay, nobody's going to be able to take his place. But Jarwin had stepped up the last 2 games and was in the end zone. And he was just there, open. Beasley stepped up in the game last
Beasley's a good receiver. I like
Beasley,
Beasley.
and then now you have, of course, Amari Cooper. I think Dallas will win. I really do.
You got Tavon Austin on the team
I'm
too.
trying to.
Wasn't it bad?
Are you excited for
I
that?
am, but I can't help it.
Well, I mean,
I don't know what playoff excitement
She has
is
something a
this
little
year.
stronger. She's got something a little stronger in her drink than we do.
well, she's
Hey,
got.
listen, I don't need anything strong. I'm happy.
This game is going to be about ball control. Seattle does not have a good offensive line.
Mm-mm.
So any chance they get to protect Russell Wilson, they're going to take it. I think Russell Wilson is going to win this game with his feet, and it's going to be a very low-scoring game. Seattle in the under.
Seattle in the under. Ah.
Monica will like this.
One of the mini games I'm going to go on the under.
Well, I think under, but I think my Cowboys do it. Okay. No said I know about the Cowboys. Have I talked about them enough yet?
Oh, by the way, the Cowboys.
Since we're talking about it, you know,
Baltimore and the L.A. Chargers, not San Diego, as we used to think.
Listen, when they used to be San Diego, I'm going to call them San Diego.
There you go.
Is this in that
Phillip
soccer stadium?
Rivers and
it's in the soccer
Baltimore.
stadium.
It does seem weird at LA Chargers, does it not? It's just
Yes.
weird. But anyway.
What do you think, Mary?
This one is going to be one of the closer games all weekend because LA Chargers have no home field advantage.
No.
They play in front of about 24,000. They may amp it up to 30,000 with the playoff game. But Chargers get the win, but Baltimore stays in it a lot longer than they
Baltimore
probably
or
should.
Chicago? Oh, it is Baltimore, sorry.
I say LA Chargers in the under.
Okay.
I
Need to
agree.
make me some notes here, guys.
Chargers
Okay.
in the under. I think this is the year that Phillip Rivers gets it done, maybe. Or makes a good playoff run anyway.
Phillip
So-
Rivers has more children than playoff wins,
Yes.
Yes, that he does.
and that's
He's almost got a football.
yes.
Oh,
You know-
so Candy, what do you think?
I'll let
You know,
Phillip
I'll be
Rivers-
honest with you. I think that Philip Rivers has done a really good job. But it looks like Baltimore's, they've stepped up on their defense, and I don't know. I think it's kind of be a toss-up, but I'm going to go with Baltimore on this one.
Lamar Jackson.
I'm going to go with, yeah,
That's
he's
what I was
really
getting ready to go
impressed me.
to.
Lamar Jackson, he's really hot right
He's a
now.
good ball player.
Yeah, so
He's
I'm going to have to go with
just so
Baltimore too. And I'm going to say over.
That's what you're not used to a quarterback in the NFL running around doing that. We haven't seen that since,
Yes.
well, Michael Vick at Atlanta.
Was he like the leading rusher in the
So
game?
Lamar Jackson's crazy. I mean, he's crazy athletic. He's quick on his feet.
He's good.
That's pretty decent little arm. So,
Yeah, he is on, and all the way back to Louisville days, getting there, winning the Heisman. Good football player. Baltimore's defense is allowing less than 100 yards rushing every week. They're tough. Their defense is tough. As you seen last week, picked off Baker Mayfield, who we were hoping would take them down for that winning field goal, but it didn't happen. Baltimore's playing better than anybody in the NFL right now, which brings me to this. The dog of the year.
oh my
I
God.
knew it was coming.
Well, they played 2 weeks ago.
Yes,
They're going to be very familiar with each other, probably more so than any other playoff matchup.
they are. Last time Lamar Jackson was in a game that mattered, and when I say that, playing against Clemson. It's been a long time ago. Big game. We know what happened. I think the pressure gets to him. It's real easy to disguise a blitz from, especially for this running quarterback like Lamar Jackson. Only been starting for about the last 5 weeks. When it comes playoff time, it's a pressure cooker. We all know that. The Chargers get it done, and I think they win the game outright. And the game goes under because Baltimore don't score. I think the game's probably 21-3,
Yeah.
something along those lines.
I'll agree with that.
Dog of the year.
Wow.
Dog of the year. There you heard him. From the Madman. He's usually right on those dogs too. I may have to rethink.
Yeah, you got me thinking here.
You thinking?
We try not to think too hard.
It's
And
dangerous.
this is another game right here. I would not want to play Philadelphia, this Chicago-Philadelphia game. I wouldn't want to be
Who's going to
playing.
be the quarterback? Is my question.
Well, they say Nick Foles, and they're
He
crazy.
should be.
They're crazy
do you
if
think
they.
Wentz should start?
No, I think
Oh, I don't
think
either.
they're crazy
Okay, I
if they
agree
put
with you.
Wentz in.
I think
Nick
they are too.
Foles took them to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Since he's come back,
They turned it around.
they got an Alshon Jeffrey sighting. He's finally going down the field catching footballs.
Welcome back.
Yeah, he's never been there all year, but all of a sudden now, we're hitting 40-yard bombs down the field.
Good. What about his ribs, though? There's a little thing about his ribs being really sore. Do you think, just my opinion, hey, listen, Chicago,
just put a
Khalil
rib-
Mack, going right after those ribs, I'm saying, I don't know, but
Just
it
put
can
a rib
happen.
protector on.
Well, here's my-
You'll be fine.
I've never had a good plate of ribs in
Well,
Philly.
Tony Romo thought that too, and look what happened to Tony.
I'm like a guy
Look at him.
that likes a good bluff, and I'm wondering with the 23-point lead, was his ribs hurt, or did he not just go out?
I really think he was hurt because he was hurt the week before that. Remember, just a little. Then he took that big hit. That was a pretty big hit.
Yeah.
And then it came up, and I think that I don't think Foles is going to fake it. I think there would be some.
Well, I
Foles
think
doesn't seem that character to me, really.
You get
Okay.
hit, it hurts for a few minutes, and then you're okay. And they go, hey, we're winning this game.
It's possible,
Stay over
but
on the
any-
sidelines. Let's rest for
I
next
guess
week.
I keep thinking about seriously. I know that sounds crazy, but all those rib injuries and then broke, and then he get better.
Right.
And it was,
Yeah.
It's like they just never healed. Maybe
But you're
properly
right.
enough time.
If Khalil Mack gets a shot,
I mean, he'll take it. I think.
you best
How
well
that's
believe
targeting,
it.
I don't know, but
Yeah, he's gonna take a shot.
Khalil
like you
will-
said, winning's everything.
But this will be an interesting game. What do you think?
I like it. I'm very excited.
Who do
We
you
could
think?
get-
Oh, see,
Well,
Who do you like?
So, I think the thing is, what you run into with Philly is Carson Wentz and Nick Foles are, I think, two different playing styles. Carson Wentz is definitely a lot more mobile, better on his feet than what Nick Foles is. Nick likes to stay in that pocket, and he can throw the ball, the deep ball, a lot better than what Carson can. So, here's my thing. This is the second year in a row Carson's been out there playing. Nick Foles comes in and saves the day. Eventually, when does Nick Foles just overall become a starter in general? From the start of the season to the end of the year.
Well, if I were
I
the
mean,
coach
from
when he
week
won the
one-
Super Bowl last year against the
Patriots.
Patriots, I would have put him in as a starter anyway. That would be me.
I mean,
Which I'm not a
maybe
coach,
Carson Wentz earned his job
I
back.
think
That's
so,
why I'm
too.
trying. That's why I'm getting at. But
I thought he was done dirty myself.
I like Philly. I do. I like Philly, and I'm gonna go with the under.
Under.
Philly and the under.
Well, I'm going with Chicago. Of course, I do not want
Just
Philadelphia
because of
in.
Khalil Mack. I'm just kidding.
But I do like Khalil Mack. But hey, listen, Trubisky's still good. I think he's done a great job. He's at least been pretty steady. He was out there a little bit when he's hurt. But I think that Chicago's going to win it based on defense a lot. But I think that they're the better team. I really do. I think the luck of the Philadelphia is going to kind of slide back down because I think they came up a little bit, but I don't think it's going to stay. I don't. Not this year, like last year.
How many Raider fans be watching Khalil Mack?
Yeah, that's why I believe that.
I'm going to pick this game strictly on my belly. Chicago deep dish pizza is better than Philly cheesesteak.
No, definitely not.
Yes, it is.
No,
Yes,
it's not.
it
And
is.
I would have to agree with the Chicago.
I don't know if I could eat more than 40.5 Chicago deep dish pizzas right now, so I'm going to take the under.
There you go.
Chicago in the under.
It's hard to be a good Philly cheesesteak though, man. It really is.
Have you ever been to Chicago and had pizza?
Actually, I'm not. Have you?
It's not as far as you test,
Oh God, here we go.
but
again.
I'll take you. We'll drive
You're
out
just
there.
known for
We'll
that.
go there
You're
for
known
lunch.
that.
We'll go to Chicago for lunch today.
Sound like a plan.
I'll take it.
I like it.
So, he likes Chicago.
Yeah.
I like Chicago. I like Philly to cover,
Okay, cool.
but I'm with
What was
Zach.
the spread there?
6.5.
6.5. Okay.
And I'm with Zach on Chicago. I think Chicago's a better football team. Nick Foles will have a pretty good game, but look for Khalil Mack to make a difference. They got him there for a reason. He's made a difference all year long.
Yeah.
Sure has.
And now, I promise you, Khalil Mack will step his game up just a little bit, if it couldn't happen, a little bit more in playoff time. He'll create a sack, a turnover, or something late in this ball game. Chicago wins it, but Philly covers because I think at 6.5 is a little bit high.
Yeah, that's
But I think they win the game by like 3 points. I do like the over because I think both teams will score as they get in the rhythm and figure each other out. They'll score a couple touchdowns, and I think Khalil Mack. Watch out, there may be a touchdown on a turnover, on a pick six, a fumble, something. So look out for that. And Chicago's been pretty good on special teams about blocking punts.
Yeah.
So you might have a special teams
They
score
may be
as well.
scoring on both sides into the field there. I mean,
There you go.
defense and offense.
And now to the game that no one wants to watch.
Oh, I'm gonna watch it.
I think me and Mayor
I'm gonna
might try to
watch
make a trip for this.
And the ticket sales have plummeted.
If you get the ticket, I'll go.
You know, if they don't, they got to change
Pay for
something.
gas.
You know, I was looking the other day at a couple things. So I think 4 players sit last year. You know, we was talking about this before the show this morning. This year, 20 players have sit. 20 draft pick players,
Yeah.
early round draft pick players have sit. Will Greer being one of them. They lost their bowl game. One of the big defensive players for Georgia sits. Georgia loses their game. They ended up number 5. Number 5 is 1-4 the last 5 years of this playoff. 1-4, and getting beat outright. Not just the line, but getting beat outright.
Yeah.
And now you got to a point where if you look at the bowl season,
Don't mean anything.
it doesn't mean anything now because everybody understands if I'm not in that top 4, then I go play in the belt bowl. Belt bowl don't matter. What used to matter.
You get
to
some
these
nice
guys-
polos if you're in the belt bowl.
That's right.
That's the only thing that matters, really.
Exactly.
I think they need to change the rules a little bit because, what about the fans too? I mean, yeah, the players, they owe these schools something, I feel like. And I think in the contract, hey, I don't care if it's this bowl or that bowl,
You're
going to
playing.
play.
Well-
You're going to play because you owe that to the school and to the fans. And that's how I feel about it.
I think, I listened to the quarterback for Northwestern in an interview before their bowl game. He's a senior. It's his last game. He's going pro. He's probably going to be a 4th, 5th, 6th round draft pick. Doesn't matter where your draft stock is. But during the interview, they asked him if he was going to play. He's made 53 starts for Northwestern.
Right.
So I kind of got into this because he made perfect sense listening to the conversation. He said, I came to Northwestern because they gave me a shot to be a part of a team.
Yeah.
I committed to them because they gave me a shot to play with my team.
Right.
There's no way I'll miss this game
Good kid.
with my teammates, so I'm going to play. And he got hurt late in this
Yeah.
game. So they hurt his leg. Yeah, not bad. But he did get hurt, but they all run the risk. Here's the thing I think. If just like Will Greer, yeah, okay, he sit out. Some people like it, some people don't. Personally, I think if you make a commitment to West Virginia and you say, I'm going to play football for West Virginia, then you need to play every game that West Virginia plays, unless you're hurt and can't play. He sits out as a teammate. What do you think? If I'm an NFL owner,
Right.
and I go look at Will Greer and say, wait a minute, hold on just a second. You bailed out on your team in a bowl game and you got beat.
Yeah.
Right.
If he shows up and plays for me and we win 3 ball games, is he going to be looking to find another contract elsewhere?
Right.
So
Or is he going to say, I don't really want to get hurt today because I'm thinking about going down the road.
right. So I wish all these players would play, and I think the only way you fix it is you look at the FCS, you figure out that playoff formula, you set it up to where you got 8, 10, 12 teams in the playoff. Now the games matter, at least for 24 teams.
Right.
For 12 teams, but into that top 12, you got 12 teams, 12 games that's going to matter, 6
Yeah.
games that's going to matter, and you play to get that.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
So you say 12 is the magic number?
they can say 8. I wish it was 12 because I think there's teams that's inside this top 10 in my mind that shouldn't be.
Right.
There's teams outside the top 10 that I personally feel like
Like
should be a
UCF.
9, right? Like a UCF.
I think UCF definitely needs
I think
to
you
be.
could go 16 teams.
I think we go more ridiculous than that. I think we all meet in July and rank these teams, and we have like 124 team playoffs.
Hey, how about that?
Like we have bowl games at the Cliff and Hurley and Emory and Hendry bowl
There you go.
game.
That's
and
right.
behind Raven Elementary. We have all these ball games throughout the year,
So we have
and
to ball
whoever
year
survives
That's right.
is the winner.
With all the travel and everything.
Yes.
They
You
take
gotta
a bus-
stay-
You gotta take a bus.
You got to take a bus. You got to stay at the hilltop.
That's
And if
right.
you can survive all that without Wi-Fi,
That's right.
There you go.
If you're in the playoffs.
you win it.
That's
You're the
exactly right.
champ of everything.
So that is
So
awesome.
I'm not stopping at 12.
Plus, we get
Take 'em
football
all.
year round, Zach.
Yeah, exactly.
Who knows? We might have Tulane playing Alabama.
Tulane,
Or
Alabama.
UTEP.
Or
UTEP.
UTEP.
UTEP will have
might
to
make it.
travel.
Hey, at least I know
have to
Tennessee will
bring-
make a playoff then.
That's right,
Whoa.
Tennessee.
How far of a bus ride would it be if you get on a bus in UTEP and go to Red Sands?
You know what? I thought you guys we're good, decent people. I take it all back.
Tennessee
Hey,
will play
it's
the
a new year.
Bradshaw Bowl against Concord.
There you
That'd
go.
be a good one. Concord will get them. I think they will.
Oh,
I
man.
think they will.
Oh, okay,
124
so we are watching, I'm watching the game. Y'all are not really gonna watch it?
Yeah, I might.
I mean,
I don't know what else is on TV Monday
You know, I may
night.
not
We'll have to
watch the
check and see.
entire game, depending on how the person.
If it's
If
if
there's-
it's the national championship game and Big Bang Theory, I'll probably watch the national championship game.
I have to check and see.
So does that mean
I bet.
everybody's
There
picking
may be-
Alabama?
That's pretty bad.
I may see it. There may be a do-it-yourself paint bedroom or something, and I'll.
There might be a house flip show.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, that I might.
Well,
tune
wait a
into.
minute, I wanna make a pick, cause I'm not picking Alabama.
No.
Okay.
Hey, she's on the Clemson
So who are
bus
you
with
taking?
me.
I'm taking, who else is there? Clemson, I'm taking Clemson.
I thought you were gonna pick the house flip show.
Hey,
Tigers.
listen, I always think there's hope, guys. There's always hope. Don't
That's
watch
right.
the game.
So, national championship or watch Last Man Standing?
You know-
I would rather watch Last Man Standing, honestly.
Was it only a 7.5 point spread though, guys? Was it 7.5?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
It actually
I mean-
opened up at 8.
I was surprised. Was y'all a little surprised with that?
I was,
Because everybody
but
said Alabama or.
I figured they would jump on Alabama and throw the line up there. But
I
I
thought
think
they would.
I think they realized after Clemson put on a show against Notre Dame.
Good,
That-
good.
you
There
know,
you go.
but Notre Dame, I got to say this. Bad coaching. When you can't run the ball up the middle the entire game against Clemson, they got 4 #1 draft picks on the
The
defensive line.
defense, yeah, they're great.
And Ryan Kelly handed off.
So do you think
so-
they can get to Tua?
Yes,
Yes.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I absolutely think they can.
That
As a
is
matter of
awesome.
fact, I think that Clemson can blow this thing open. if they
No.
get it
And
right.
guys, this is something else I was thinking, and I'm not just hoping, but I really think this is true. You know, Alabama stays on the field so much, right? I think that Clemson can keep them off the field a little bit, and they can score
Yes.
some points. Because I
Well-
think they have a good enough offense to do it.
Should I take Alabama?
Yeah.
I hate it.
I hate Alabama.
I wouldn't take him if they was playing Raven.
Hey,
Raven's
I've heard
tough.
people say they wouldn't even, they take
Raven's pretty
Russia.
tough.
Who are you taking?
You guys should already know this. I've been on this Clemson bus for a while now.
That's true.
I already knew that. He likes orange.
You
Anything
you
orange.
just thought it was the Tennessee bus. You got on the wrong one.
Yeah.
Well, let's hope they're the orange crush against Tua.
Anyway. Anyway, I'm going with Clemson. I like Trevor Lawrence. He's played pretty dang good all year.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well,
So, Steve, we've gotta watch the
personally, if I could take both of them to lose,
Oh.
I would.
What
I'd
if
like
there's
for
a tie?
Clemson to get beat and for
What
Alabama.
if they tie?
Like,
Never wait for them to
like
tie.
if a third team showed up and beat both of
I
them.
don't think in the championship
That's who I would
game,
like
they
to have.
keep playing and playing and playing. There are ties in there. And there aren't any ties.
Maybe
in
it's like
college.
a WWE match, and like Tennessee somehow comes out with a ladder at the end,
Yeah,
Right.
that'd be awesome.
unsuspected.
Loser leave town match.
Yeah.
Tell you what, I'm serious. I'm hoping for the best, but I really think Clemson can do it. Will themselves to win this game.
I'm taking Clemson.
Wow. see?
I've never had a crimson colored soda that is tasty. I have had an orange Sunkist.
Pretty good drink.
Pretty good drink.
What
Orange
about Rocky
Crush?
Top Orange?
Rocky Top Orange is
Yeah,
way
you
better.
go.
Yes.
Orange Crush is good.
So I'm gonna go Clemson and the over,
Yeah, I'm gonna go
and
Clemson.
I'll probably drink a bunch of Sunkist.
You're gonna drink a bunch of something else.
Sunkiss with what? What's the question?
This is a kid's show.
This is a kitchen. Speaking of that, Rich Cooter,
Rich
2019
Cooter.
in
Remember
West
that guy's
Virginia.
out there in West Virginia?
Rich Cooter.
They're bringing him back. They're getting the band back together.
I think we
In
should go.
Morgantown.
I think we should go to Morgantown and kind of, offer that. Say, hey, listen.
Yeah.
This is
You know who?
what
This
music
would
You
this
guys go to Morgantown. I'm gonna stop the dog train.
this would be this would be perfect. So if we could all make a phone call and get Mike Leach to come to West Virginia, so he could return the favor to all of those Big 12 schools after he leaves Texas Tech for locking the boy in the closet.
I don't know, I like Mike Leach. I wouldn't want to throw
love
him into
Mike Leach.
that.
I would love for him to go to West
The
Virginia.
kid
just
said
beat
he
him
had a
up.
headache and like concussions, and so he was like, okay, well, go in this room. It's dark in there, and he shut the door and locked it. It just happened to be like
I do
a
remember that
athletic
story.
director's son or
Oh,
coach's
yes, I
son
do
or
remember
something
about
like
that coming back to me.
Listen, modern medicine's crazy.
that.
That's right.
I think Mike Leach is going to stay at
I
Washington
love,
State.
yeah, he's
Yeah, he ain't going
he
anywhere.
ain't coming to Morgan now.
No.
But
I think
Rich
he
Rod
lost to
might.
Washington State.
Hey, Bush Jones, man.
And
Rich
so may,
Cooter.
so
Leach
may.
is kind of desperate. He wants out of Alabama.
Super Bowl predictions.
Super duper
Oh,
bowl.
this is fun. Okay.
Can we legally say Super Bowl?
Can
I
we
don't
I don't know.
A lot of places
is it
can't.
Really?
We'll say it even. Super,
The gathering
Super Bowl.
of the two
Super
teams.
Bowl.
That's right.
Super Bowl.
We'll say
Are y'all kidding me
we'll
right
say
now?
if we want to.
Is that true?
There are some places.
I just said soup or bowl.
I didn't know that you couldn't say it. Super Bowl, I'm saying it. Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
The gathering of two teams to win. Maybe.
That's kind of crazy, y'all.
Who's your pick?
Man, I don't know. Like
I got a little story behind mine.
your stories scare me too. So to win it or to be in it?
To be in it, both sides, and to pick a winner.
You pick a winner because that's how it works.
And
I
then
think
next
we're
week
gonna-
we'll have to do this over again.
Well, here's the thing. I think we're going to.
Do we need to get back to you?
No. I think we'll have a rematch of last year.
No way.
It was in last year's.
No, Eagles.
Patriots and Eagles, bro.
He
Oh.
knew that.
I think we'll have a
But you
rematch
wanna-
of last
So
year.
who wins it this time?
This is a bold prediction here.
Okay.
Really bold. Patriots win it. Tom Brady retires.
I think that's what he needs to retire now. I mean, he's not a
The Pats win it. The Pats win it, and Tom Brady retires.
Okay. You're wrong. What do you think?
Okay, anybody guess who I think's representing the
Hey,
NFC?
there's a team that I hate more than Alabama, and it's the Patriots.
Oh, I hate the Patriots. I do. I
thought you was
cannot
gonna say
stand
my
it.
Cowboys. No,
I
I don't
cannot
think.
stand
Hey,
it.
listen, guys, I really don't think that the Patriots going to be. I don't think
I
it's
don't
any
either.
bluff or psychological game. I push my Cowboys. I mean, I would never be a traitor. I think my Cowboys going to be in there, and I think, guys, sorry, but I think it's going to be Baltimore and Cowboys.
Ooh, Baltimore.
Who wins? Baltimore?
Of course, Cowboys.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Who's that one?
Because I think Dallas' defense is going to do it. The defense, the Cowboys.
I'm kind of, hang with me now, I'm kind of on the same mindset that Brett is, but
You grip.
Chiefs, Saints win, Drew Brees retires.
Oh.
Go down on top.
Okay.
Not the football pick, but
Kind of the same mindset. I like it. I like it.
so you're going with the Chiefs
And the Saints.
and the Saints. I love it. I like it, but I don't want to.
I like it.
If Cowboys lose, which you're not going to, I would still let me push
Bold prediction, Cotton. Bold prediction.
I got a bold
But I like
prediction
it.
for you.
Oh gosh. Here we
This
go.
is a good one.
Okay, Madman.
He said there was a story, so let's hear this story.
So, way back when, right?
Well, I mean, way back when. for
San
you,
Diego,
And way back when for me are way two different things. So I mean, it's just like
there was a time when San
When the Chargers were
Diego,
in San Diego.
Drew Brees
Yes.
was in San Diego.
I do remember that. I remember when he was drafted.
And San Diego turned their back on him, kind of, after an injury. He ends up in New Orleans. Beloved by everybody in the whole city of New Orleans, has become their guy.
They love him.
Phillip Rivers, now that guy's in L.A., what used to be San Diego Chargers, right?
Yes. I see where he's going.
So, L.A. Chargers in the Super Bowl.
Wow.
Beats Baltimore this week. My dog of the year, by the way. Beats Baltimore. The Chargers that have never been, Phillip Rivers has waited his whole life for this
Dan
opportunity.
Fouts couldn't even take them.
That's
I
right.
know, and I love Dan.
The Chargers haven't been. This will be the first time, and it couldn't happen to a better guy. I love Phillip Rivers. I like Drew Brees,
I like both of them.
but I like
personally.
Phillip Rivers. Plays the New Orleans Saints, the team that they sent Brees to. Phillip Rivers wins the Super Bowl, gets his first, and you're right, I agree, Drew Brees retires.
You think Drew Brees retires even though the Saints lose?
I think so. I think so. I think he's ready.
Maybe
Well,
Philip
Phillip
Rivers
Rivers.
He's
retires.
still going. He's kind of going out on top, not winning it.
Right.
What is that?
But
Heck
he's
of a year.
broke
He
all those
broke all the
records. Oh,
records.
and he is dominated this year.
Yeah, I mean, this has been his year.
But I think once you get to the point where you play at home throughout the playoffs, so I think no one's got an easier path to get there. In my
Right.
mind, New Orleans, you got to go down there and play in that dome, and it's hard to beat them there.
That's
Last
true.
time they had home field advantage, they went to the Super Bowl and won it. But you don't play the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
Where's the Super Bowl at this year?
It's in Atlanta.
Well, that's surprising.
So that's just the story.
But would that not be a Cinderella story?
It would, and I think
It could be something they write a movie about.
I think Phillip Rivers. You know, nobody's talked about San Diego, or nobody's talked about LA all year. Nobody.
That's true.
They
kinda
talked
like-
about Kansas City and Pat Mahomes and Lamar Jackson, Zeke and Dallas. They talked about Houston. They talked about Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck's made a huge comeback. He's done all this. No one said anything about Phillip Rivers.
They
They're
really
doing-
haven't, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think everybody kind of knows he's done really well and he's a good quarterback, but you're right, he doesn't get any attention.
The
in
reason he
media.
doesn't is because every year they say, well, okay, they've had another good year. They're going in and they'll lose the first game they play, and that'll be the end of the Chargers.
Well, you remember what they did? They won back in the day with LaDainian
LT.
LT.
They got to
Yeah.
the
Thompson.
playoffs.
Okay, did they not? But did they not? I thought
Yeah,
they
they
were.
really didn't make any
Okay.
run.
But anyway,
I think they made it
he
to the
was
AFC
so-
title game one
yeah,
year.
it
Yes,
was.
that was
I
it.
know it was
They
that
played.
far. It went that far.
They were playing Pittsburgh, if I remember correctly, a while back. And
It's been a while
LT
back.
got put out, and I think this was Sproles made his appearance.
Right.
So, well, I mean, the Chargers really haven't done anything.
They've never been, that's what I was going to say, they've
Right.
never been America's team, but that's because Cowboys happened to
But I think
that's-
this year,
that's the-
I think Phillip Rivers gets his first, and still it could be a great time. And Drew Brees may not retire, but I'm like you guys. He's 40. I think
He's playing. He's 40.
Well, how old is he?
He's probably he's like
40. I think
48.
he's like.
Not to say that.
I
Seems
mean, I
like he's been
missed some
playing that
years
long,
there.
right?
I missed some years. How old am I?
But they got weapons. They stayed healthy this year. I think the Chargers and Saints, and that would be a Super Bowl I'd love to watch.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
that
next
would
week
be
we
a
get to
good
do this all over again, and there may be some good eliminations here, so. I
That's
hope
right.
it's not look out. We'll go.
There you go.
One last Cinderella story. Rich Rod, Jim Bob, to Morgantown.
Yes.
Should it be Rich Cooter or Cooter Rich?
Rich Cooter.
I think Rich Peterson.
Rich Cooter.
There you go.
Let's
I think
make it
so.
happen, West
But see,
Virginia.
here's the thing.
It's Rich.
You got to throw Butch Jones in that mix. Though.
You do not want Butch Jones.
Rich Butch Cooter.
You know, I did like him when I did.
I mean, I liked him when his first
Rich
3 years in
Cooter Butch.
Tennessee. I mean, he
I
was there
liked,
for.
I liked him when I had my picture taken. They told me I couldn't ask him, and he did anyway. That was pretty nice.
Here's the thing, guys. I mean, I'm not even going to get started on it.
Okay.
Not even. I'm just going to sit here and drink my coffee and go home and go back to bed.
Rich Butch Cooter.
There you go. Start making them calls, people. Get Rich Rod back.
Jim
I
Bob
just
Cooter.
can't see her, but
Let's put West Virginia on the map. Winning the Big 12.
Make West Virginia great again.
That's
Yeah,
right.
it's going to take a lot.
Oh boy.
Cooter.
Real quick before we go, Madman turned Santa. Again, thanks guys for all the help. We have partnered with a couple other people. One person that we want to mention today is Savannah down at Southern Roots. Drop-off point all year. Unwrapped toy, unwrapped article of clothing, coat, socks, something along
And
those
she's
lines.
doing it now, right?
She's starting right now.
You could go
Right
down
now.
there today and
You
get
can,
something.
and she's given everyone a percentage off any of their hair products, hairstyling,
Yep.
hair needs, just for dropping off a toy. So make sure you stop by and see Savannah down at Southern Roots for complete details. But she was excited and calling me through the holidays, and I talked to you guys about it. She made these flyers and wanted to get this box together. And she got real excited about it, didn't even know that much about it.
But it's a great cause, you know. I mean, it touches everybody's hearts.
Yeah, so we're excited about this year. I
We'll
think
blink and it's Christmas again. Anyway.
that's right.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to double again from that 36 number to 72 plus this year. So I think we can do it.
Yep.
We can.
We're excited. So
Big plans.
New year.
new year, new day.
29
right?
me.
And
New
go
Year,
Cowboys.
same old me.
Go Cowboys.
You know, that's the one thing I don't like New Year to me. There's something about it I don't like.
So like what?
Nobody
The
wants you
saying-
to change, Brett.
The saying New Year to me. I don't like
Oh,
it. Not a
New
fan.
Year, New Me.
Not a fan.
You know, I did that when I was younger, and now I'm just like,
It just
whatever.
doesn't make any sense. I mean,
Y'all deal with it.
Whatever. We all could, you know, truthfully, I mean, I know a lot of things I want to change in my life, you know, as far as eating healthier, exercising, those kind of things. But I'm not going to make a resolution because I don't know that I would actually stick with it, but I hope I will do better. Not necessarily a whole new me, but just to make some adjustments.
There you go.
Make some adjustments if we can.
here we go.
I'm gonna be
Guys.
the same old idiot.
Enjoy that wild card weekend. That's right. We're out.
See ya.